What's up, guys? Dr. G here, coming at you today with an Elemental Dragon deck profile. This deck actually got me third place at my local tournament, actually 2 tournaments in a row, so that's pretty awesome. So I figured I'd show it to you guys since it brought me a little bit of success. But before I do that, I just wanted to mention a few things. First off, my contest is still going. I'm about at 230 something subscribers, so I'm like halfway there. If you guys are interested in picking up Megalo, which is probably going to make a big comeback after the September ban list, I would recommend contacting your friends and getting everybody together and entering the contest, because literally all you have to do is say enter me and subscribe to my channel and like the video, and that's it. I mean, you have a chance to win a Megalo, you have a chance to win Thunder Kings, you have a chance to win a Forbidden Lance, and free cards, man. You don't want free cards? I know I want some free cards. But yeah, so don't forget to enter that contest. And secondly, I want to mention that my eBay page is now going to be active for a couple of weeks. The reason being, I'm actually doing pre-sales of the promos from the tins that are coming out on August 30th. I will be selling blasters and titles, and once we find out what the other promos are, I'll probably be selling those too. So if you're interested in picking those up, I know a lot of you people want to upgrade your dragons to secret rare, at least your blasters and titles. Be sure to check out my eBay page. They are currently selling for $20. That includes shipping, and you get a playset. If you want to do a trade through YouTube, or a sale through YouTube rather, you can message me on YouTube and you can say, hey, I want to pay through PayPal. I'll send it as a gift. Can I give you $15? I'll probably say yes, because eBay charges a lot of fees, so I kind of got to price my cards accordingly, and I'm sure a lot of other sellers do also. But on YouTube, like if you just send me like cash, or if you send me PayPal, as a gift, I could probably take off about like 25% off the price. So you'd be getting like a 25% discount kind of off the eBay price. You wouldn't be paying $20, you'd be paying only $15. So that's pretty nice for you guys if you guys want to pick those up. I'm also probably going to be doing sales of the tins altogether. If you're interested in buying tins, I'd probably won't do one. If you want to pick up tins, you got to make it worthwhile to ship, unless you want to pay for shipping on one, which is kind of going to be expensive. But yeah, so I would probably do like half case, or maybe cases, or maybe like even 4 tins if you're interested in that. So yeah, be sure to message me for all that good stuff. And also thirdly, check out my eBay page for other cards that I'm going to be listing. Yeah, I'm going to be pretty busy this week, so yeah, keep your eyes open on that, and obviously stay tuned for more content. But now, the reason you guys came here, let's get started with the Elemental Dragon deck profile. So I'm just going to go through the generic stuff, really quick. So 3 Blaster, because I'm sure you've seen like 1,000 deck profiles by now. 3 Redox, 3 Tempest, 3 Tidal, 2 Reactin, 2 Stream, 2 Lightning, and 2 Burner. Alright, so those are the mama and baby dragons, as people like to say. Yeah, so those are the 20 dragons you just have to play. For my tuner, I play 1 Flammable Guard. The reason being is kind of stupid, but I don't really have a Dragoonity Corseska. If somebody wants to send me one, that'd be really awesome. But yeah, I really need a Corseska. I don't know, I haven't been able to find it. Not many people have it, and if they do, they're playing dragons. So yeah, so I'm stuck with Guard. Not that I don't like Guard, but Corseska is better, because you want to save your Blaster effect and Blaster Surge for other stuff. Like, mostly you want to bring out your Blaster to be able to OTK, so you don't want to use his effect to search your Guard out. So this card's mediocre compared to Corseska, but it's the only one I had. Then for a tech choice, I play Red Eyes Darkest Metal. The reason I play this card is because it's huge. It's as big as Blaster. And the other thing is it could be special summoned pretty easy. All you got to do is banish 1 dragon. So you can even normal summon a baby and banish it, and special summon your Red Eyes, which is kind of broken. And then its effect is broken also. You can special summon any dragon from your hand or your graveyard. So it automatically gives you field presence. And the other thing is, which is probably the best thing about it, is it's an Eradicator target and it's a deck devastation virus target, which is absolutely crucial right now to winning the mirror match. A lot of dragon players are siding in deck devastation to get rid of those Maxis, get rid of those Veilers, get rid of those Swift Scarecrows. basically stop your opponent from using hand traps, which is the only kind of traps dragons play now. So yeah, so deck devastation is really big. This is a big target for it without having to go into Big Eye and use your resources to do that. You can just get this dragon out pretty quickly and pretty easily for that matter, and get your deck devastation off. If you're playing against spellbooks, get your Eradicator off. You don't have to go into Big Eye and telegraph your play. They won't. They probably won't even know. They'll probably be like, "Whoa, you're playing Red Eyes MD? What?" So it's a pretty good card right now, in my opinion. For the hand traps, I play 3 Maxi and 3 Veiler, and then I play 1 Swift Scarecrow. The reason I play one Swift Scarecrow is because OTK is very real right now. A lot of Dragon players, a lot of Mermill players, if Mermill is still popular where you are, if they know you're playing Dragons, they don't think you're running the Swift Scarecrow in your main deck at least, and they're going to try to OTK you. So for those situations, if you have the Scarecrow, you basically win the game because they're going to go all out and use all their resources. So having Swift Scarecrow, and plus it's just a good card to have. It's like, having a Tragodia in your hand, you always know you have another turn to live, unless they, magically side blocker you or something. But yeah, so it's just a good card to have. And then I also play 2 Droll and Lockbird. This is kind of questionable, considering a lot of players don't like maining Droll and Lockbird or don't even like siding it. But I like it, and the reason I like it is because it can stop the first turn Jowgen for spellbooks if you draw into it. Because a lot of times, like, I know me personally, I lose the dice roll, and especially against spellbooks for some reason. And they end up going first turn Jowgen, and I'm sitting there like, what do I do now? If I don't draw, like, whatever, like Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, the really big powerful cards like Double Blaster and stuff, I'm going to lose. So I try to keep Droll and Lockbird in there, and hopefully I draw into it if they're going first. So that's why it's pretty good. It's also pretty good in the Dragon Mirror. If your opponent card destructions and you draw into Droll and Lockbird, you just Droll and Lockbird them, and chances are they were going to super rejuve anyways. So you just basically stop their super rejuvenation and force them to not be able to utilize all those dragons that or not be able to plus off all the dragons that they just discarded. So that's why it's pretty good, in my opinion. For the spells, I play 3 Super Rejuvenation, which is the most broken card in the format right now. And I've seen people go plus 20 off this card, which is kind of ridiculous in my opinion, but hey, I mean, I'm pretty sure September Banlist is going to have some justice for this. Sorry about that, guys. I just got a text message too. I'm sure September Banlist is going to have some justice for this card, and probably going to ban it, or I would think limit it to 1, thereby making it pretty, I mean, it'd still be great, but you won't draw it as much, so the Dragon, draw engine will be a little nerfed. But speaking of draw engine, I played 3 Sacred Sword of 7-star, and a lot of pro players have, switched to 3, given the fact that, they feel like Super Rejuvenation is going to get hit, which pretty much everyone thinks it's going to get hit, but obviously we'll see what happens. But yeah, I played 3 also. The only problem with 3 I found was it was kind of cloggy at times, which is not good for the consistency of the deck. And although you have it in there for consistency, if you draw like 3 Sacred Swords, a Maxi, a Veiler, and a Baby Dragon, like, you have no play for that turn. So yeah, I mean, that's happened to me. That's why I can say that. But yeah, so I might cut this to 2. A card that I did cut to 2 was Gold Sarcophagus, and I don't regret it at all. Gold Sarc, I mean, for me, I was drawing it at times where I couldn't use it like to its max potential. Like I would draw it like turn 1 in time, and I would just be like, okay, what am I gonna do? Basically all I can do is get a search off of it, and that card that I banished is useless. So keeping it at 2 was pretty consistent for me, and it worked out pretty well. For the 1-ofs, I played 1 Heavy Storm, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Book of Moon, and another broken card called Card Destruction. The reason I played Dark Hole is because of Jowgen, mostly just because of Jowgen and rogue matchups. I mean, if they have the Wisdom, they have the Wisdom. Otherwise, you just cleared the field and bought yourself probably at least a turn. And Card Destruction is just, it's too good in this deck. I mean, you go Card Destruction to Super Rejuve, and, you're looking at anywhere from, like, +2 or 3 to, like, +8 in one turn. Off of 1 Rejuve, which is, kind of ridiculous. But yeah, it's just a great card. So that was the main deck, guys. I think it's about 43 cards, which is kind of high, but hey, I was just testing it out. For my extra deck, played one Ancient Fairy Dragon. No, I'm kidding. It's actually supposed to be an Ancient Sacred Wyvern, but you know, I figured I'd just show this card right now because I borrowed the Ancient Sacred Wyvern, and they both have the word Ancient in it. So yeah, so it's supposed to be an Ancient Sacred Wyvern. Not to say that Ancient Fairy Dragon might not be a good card. I mean, it might be good against like Gravekeepers or something if you can get it out first turn. I don't know, but yeah, this is Ancient Sacred Wyvern. So sorry about that. And then I played one Black Rose, one Stardust, one Red Dragon Archfiend, which I'm really thinking about cutting because I almost never use it. Like if I'm playing against dragons in the mirror match, like I'm trying to get into my Crimson Blader as much as possible. Like this card, I'm not even too worried about, even if they have 3 Dracosac tokens on the board. So yeah, I might cut this. I played one Scrap Dragon, which is really crucial to this deck. One Colossal Fighter, which is also really crucial to this deck. I mean, this can help in your OTK. This can, you could do that deck out play where you deck your opponent out when they maxi you if you have Chalice and stuff. So it's a really good card. And then I play double Crimson Blader, which is devastating for dragons and mermills. So you just need to play it. That's it for the synchros. For the XCs, I play 3 Dracosac. What else can I say about this card? It's just broken. I'm sure a lot of you have experiences against it and probably hate it, and some of you probably love it. But yeah, it's just a really good card right now. But we'll see what happens on September ban list. Play 2 Big Eye, which probably is going to get a reprint in my opinion. It's probably overdue for a reprint or a limitation or something. I mean, something needs to happen to this card because it changes games big time. But yeah, I play 2 because 3 is just too many, and I don't like playing 3. Then I play one Gaia Dragon, which is, just for that token bash, so you can get some damage done to your opponent. And I also play one Gaios for that rare instance that you draw into Stream and a Tidal and another Dragon, where you can get this off against like the Mirror or like, Samurais or whatever. Like, if you get this off against Samurais, like what the hell are they gonna do? Unless they have Dark Hole. But yeah, so that's a good card. And then obviously the 3 tokens. That's the extra deck, guys. And for you guys, I have a special treat. I'm actually going to show you my side deck because I felt like it was a lot better this time. So I played 2 Electric Virus. This is mostly for the mirror match. And even against Evil Swarms, I sided this in only because Ophion is a dragon. And I love stealing their Ophion and then tributing it, which is, awesome. So yeah, I play 2 Electric Virus. And I'm not too sure about the Evil Storm thing, guys. I haven't actually done it because whenever I play Evil Storm, I usually just get 2-0'd because, Ophion lock. So I never even draw into it. But hey, you should try this out. 2 Electric Virus, 1 Forbidden Chalice, which is really good. 2 Deck Devastation Virus. Like I said earlier, kill the Maxi, kill the Veiler, kill the Swift Scarecrow. You win the game. Like that's pretty much it. And it's good against other decks too. Like you can play this against wind-ups if somebody plays wind-ups against you. You can even play this against Mermill, get rid of all the divas, all the Lins, the guns, everything. Yeah, so it's pretty good against that too. Then I play 1 Psyblocker. I'm thinking about bumping this to 2 because this card is just so versatile. Like they could have Imperial Iron Wall on the board. You summon Psyblocker and say, no to Imperial Iron Wall, and then banish, and get a Dracosac, pop everything, and win the game. So this card is really good. I'm about to bump this to 2. I play 1 Skill Drain. This is just for Rogue, really Rogue and Constellars, because I hate Constellars, because all their effects just destroy me. So yeah, I play this against Constellars. It's really good against them. Then I play 1 Tsukiyomi. This is for Evil Storms, so I can flip over their, God-forsaken Ophion, which I hate so much. And also in other matches, I mean, a lot of times when you're siding, you just got to think about what your opponent is going to do and try to counter what they're going to do to counter you, which is like really high-level thinking, but that's just how you got to think if you want to, get to the top or, win almost every match. So yeah, 1 Tsukiyomi, 2 Eradicator, spellbooks. What else can I say? 1 Royal Decree, and yeah, so Royal Decree is good. I gotta probably show you this card too. And I play 1 Trap Stun. Now you're gonna wonder, like, why don't I play 2 Decree? Why do I play Trap Stun? Well, a lot of times when you play against a smart player, um, especially if they're playing a trap heavy deck, or you know, yeah, if they're playing a trap heavy deck, like if they're playing a macro or something, or if they're playing spell books with like Phoenix, Wind Blast, and stuff like that, they're gonna know you're gonna side in Decree, right? So they're gonna prepare their deck to counter your Decree, and they're gonna put in those MSTs. But if you show them a trap stun when they try to activate, their Phoenix Wind Blast, rather than show them a Decree, which they can easily just MST, right? They're just gonna shake their head like, "Oh shit, what do I do now?" So this is basically a counter to their counter, while still getting the effect that you want. Although it's only for one turn, having the trap stun in there is like, kind of like just stopping all their, defensive plays for that turn and allowing you to continue your play and, your move and possibly win you the game that way. Because if you activate Decree when they activate, let's say, Compulsory Evacuation Device, right? Like, they're just going to take that MST, that they had set since turn one and boom, hit your Decree. And then, their Compulse still goes off and you're screwed. Whereas if, you activate Trap Stun, you just saved your Draco Sack from getting sent to the extra deck. So that's why I play one Trap Stun and one Decree. It's kind of like a half and half, but sometimes you got to side that way if you want to win. And then the final three cards I play, Speak of the Devil, is 3 MST, which is crucial against pretty much, I don't know, like more than half the meta. Like the only thing you don't play this against is dragons, and sometimes you even do play it against dragons because they're gonna have that Vanity's Emptiness, either main decked or side decked or whatever, and you just want to have this, to play against them. But yeah, guys, that's been the Elemental Dragon deck profile. It's done me pretty well, which is kind of good considering that I'm still new to this game, kind of. So, and still kind of unfamiliar with the dragon deck. Although I do enjoy playing it a lot. I'm really busy. Don't really get to play test as much as I want. And I know this video is really long, but I'm telling you guys it's worth it if you just if you stuck it out this long and you understood what I was saying and some of the thought that goes behind some of the tech choices I'm making, then you'll understand. You'll grow as a player as I'm growing every day. But yeah, I really wish I had more time to put into this game, but as life goes on, you get more and more busy, more and more responsibilities. But anyways, guys, this has been my Dragon deck profile. Let me know what you think. Be sure to comment, rate, subscribe. Check out all my other videos. Check out my eBay page, and let me know if you want any of the product I'm going to be selling, because this product is going to be great, and I know a lot of you are going to want it. So be sure to message me, guys. Thanks for watching.